Welcome into Sportscape. My name is Derek Clyburn. I'm joined once again by John Felipe. John, how you doing today?
Doing great.
Yeah, man. It was a good week of football. Some games better than others, but the Colts won, kept their winning streak alive, and the Panthers sh- had a downfall this week. But Bryce
Yeah,
isn't in play, so that's one of the
lot of
reasons.
lot of variables. A lot of
Yeah, a
variables.
lot of variables for sure. For sure. First and foremost, obviously, we got to get into our teams, the Panthers, Colts. Um, John, the Panthers, they
Yeah,
had a disappointing outing.
I was watching it.
What losing?
It's funny. I was watching it at the same time with Jenna's family. Jenna's sister had a play going on, and I was thinking I'm gonna miss the game, but I was able to find an app and watch it on my phone. I wasn't able to watch it like I usually do, like super like locked in. And I think that was for the best. It makes me have a greater context of it because I saw some plays. I was like, oh, that was a good play. Look, Jalen Coker, rather than just feeling an overall frustration. And I noticed in the beginning, especially because I wasn't as emotionally connected, I was able to disconnect the emotions. We had a great sequence of events for a couple of drives, both offensively and defensively. And then there was a few key plays that changed the game, and we weren't able to get ahead of it. And so I think once we can get over those key plays, it's just the specific plays. And Andy Dalton did unfortunately have a little bit to do it with it because he didn't have the ability to move in the pocket that Bryce does
Right.
and be able to move and kind of make people miss. And he would have had a couple of touchdowns there. One specifically to my favorite player. I have to get the message in. I always have to say my favorite player. One specifically to Jalen Coker. It would have been his first touchdown of the season. But I do think this team is a team that's headed culturally in the right direction. And I think that's what people miss. People miss the overarching theme because they can't see the forest through the trees, sometimes. Like it's like Evero's defense. If it had the right pieces, it would be great. People were saying fire Evero because he wasn't getting results. But the difference is he's thinking about the bigger picture. Like this is the defense, the structure that I wanted. So if there's a weakness, like it's going to have to be a weakness unless we can fulfill the position. We can't completely change the defense. The defense is the best functional way to stop an offense. And I can tell, I could tell listening to him. He's like an African immigrant almost. Like he's like he has that very studious vibe around him. Like I wouldn't be surprised if his family didn't have that heritage.
Maybe so.
The
Maybe
hero,
so.
the hero Evero.
I know you talked about like certain plays that you guys got to get over the hump. What do you think it's going to take to get over that proverbial hump that you need
A
to?
offensive function, a smoothness of the offense. I think if we're
Mhm.
able to consistently, regardless of the opponent, get that fluid going, like that offense, the oils flowing, if we can do that consistently and Bryce is able to get into his magic of just like looking left, knowing it's open, like I feel like we'll be able to get into a real rhythm. So the offense just needs to get first downs consistently. That's the main issue with really, I mean, that's what the best offensive minds are thinking about in the NFL. Like, how do we get first downs? That's how we keep it going. Then we can take shots on second if we keep getting firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a way of it completely changes it, and it makes it very difficult when you're down by 30 points when they know you're going to be doing something. It's hard to come from behind. So that's why I find the hope in the when it was 12-3 because I saw all the events that led to that 12-3, and it could have easily been the other way around rather
Hmm.
than seeing the 40-9 or whatever it was. I feel hope still.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was definitely. I mean, it was. I mean, it was a close game early in the game. I thought that it was, a game they were in. That, like the defense, I thought did a pretty good job considering how bad the offense. How the offense wasn't moving. Well, they were moving the ball, but when they got close, they started making mistakes. Of course,
Yeah.
um, Andy Dalton, the fumble, and like when they were going driving down the field, that really
That's the
hurt.
one that would have been a Jalen Coker touchdown.
Yeah, yeah, and um, just him not being like they really miss Bryce because immobility of Andy
Yeah.
Dalton not being able to move
Being able to
around,
move
and
out of the pocket. Yeah.
even when he ran, like was running and tried to like get a couple yards and he fumbled, I was just like he just looked so awkward running the ball. He just looked like he was uncomfortable, and I was just like, I was thinking, it
He's
was
an
funny because I was
old class. He's not made for today's NFL. He's like back when, 2011, when they were debating whether it should be Cam or freaking Blaine Gabbert. He was that draft.
yeah, I just think that he struggled. I just every time it felt like the Panthers were moving like towards like
I
getting some
still
type of
stand behind
momentum.
the moment that if we just had one or two moments that changed, it could
Yeah,
have changed the outcome. I'm not saying we would have won, but it would have changed
yeah,
the trajectory of like the way it became.
yeah. I just think that he struggled throughout the game. But man, like something that the Panthers have been doing well is defending the run, stopping the run, and in this game it kind of like fell apart for the Panthers. I think James Cook he had like over 200 yards in this game. The 64-yard touchdown really hurt. I think that was probably one of the turning points of the game, like in that play. Um,
And
and
what I
then
told you before, I was watching Jenna's sisters play, and so I wasn't fully in tune every step of the way. I didn't see the real twist of the knife plays. I was just like I just looked down and I was like, oh, that happened. I'm glad I'm not thinking too hard about it. Like, what I mean?
yeah, yeah, because at that point I think they were still down like 12-3 until that play had happened, and I was just like, once that happened, I was like, oof, 19-3,
Yeah, it
oof.
just came out of
It,
control. That's when I was really paying attention. When it was 12-3, and I was watching, and
yeah,
then Jenna. Luckily, that was when Jenna's sister came up and she did her thing, and she did such a great job because we had been like practicing before, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I looked down and I was like, oh, that's bad news. But it didn't hurt me as bad because like the vibes were good. Like,
yeah, yeah, because it seemed like after that play, that's when everything started to go wrong. Like that's when Andy Dalton he threw the interception on the next drive,
Yep.
like after the
Yep. Oh
touchdown.
man, yeah. I started watching after that. That was crazy. I was like, oh, Nick. So that's why I was like, okay, so there's no chance we're winning this game. Like,
And then the mishandling of the clock at the end of the half, like going into halftime and not being able to get a playoff, and him taking a sack, which hurt, stopped them to be able to kick a
yeah,
field goal before halftime. So he just made a lot of mistakes that
it
veterans I
was
don't
so
think should be
close,
making.
dude. It was so close.
I'm just like veterans should be making these type of plays in these games. Like the one thing as a backup quarterback you cannot do is turn over the ball when you come in and play. You're filling
Yeah.
in, you have to be able to just manage the game, be a game manager. You know what I'm saying? Make the easy plays.
Yeah, well, the thing I think about Andy Dalton is I think he is somebody that can be a good backup quarterback. I think he requires a lot of specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Like he's somebody that could be a gunslinger, throw it 300 yards, but he needs the offensive line because he's not going to run and make a play happen. Like after he
Yeah.
starts running, you realize he's 36 years old. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
he's just trying to step back and make the play. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just hard to watch at that point when they got down and after halftime and they coming back out. I think like I said, another fumble that led to points. It's just like all the turnovers led to points. Felt like,
Well,
and
I'm glad that'll turn off the online chatter about Bryce getting like
oh yeah,
taking a couple steps back and trying to make a move and it coming out. And Bryce is doing something athletic when that happens. Andy just got it just out of nowhere.
he's just like losing the ball like out of his hands. Like this is just like
And I
what
don't
ball?
blame
No,
you, Andy. If you watch this, I respect you. In fact, I like you. But I'm just saying that's what happened relative to Bryce's momentum.
hey, I'm just telling it like it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or nothing. That's just the way I saw it. I was just like, he didn't give the Panthers a chance. I didn't think because the way the defense was sticking in the game, because like the offense
They really
was making
were.
mistakes, and then like they were holding like the Bills to field goals like first couple of
Dude,
drives,
I
and
was
then
watching this. Oh my gosh. I was watching this at her sister's play. Like, I was thinking, we could beat the Bills. Like, I'm getting excited because we made some crucial stops, like you were saying, against the Bills. And
yeah,
I was like rubbing her shoulder, and she was like, I know, watch the play. Because I got so excited. Yeah.
yeah, I was just like, okay, I was like, okay, I was like, they're holding in, and then like when the turnover started happening, I was just like, oh man, he's
Yep.
ruining it.
Yep.
But like I said, like man, the run defense, man, I think
It
that was
just
another
made it
major
feel it
thing
in
that
my I felt it drop into my stomach. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop watching for a second.
man, like I said, the Panthers allowed 245 yards to the Bills, and it's crazy because the Panthers had only allowed 131 yards total in the last 3 games. So that was just like kind of
Yeah,
snowballed effect in this game.
well, the thing is, I don't think it's their run defense that just became bad. I think it's just a couple of crucial tweaks. And you can see when they ran a specific way. And once you get to 30 yards and you're trying to do anything you can, trying to get a turnover, like, then it's going to be
Yeah,
easier to run consistently. Like,
yeah,
so I don't think it was the defense. I think you got to withhold the game. You got to stay in competition, or else it's going to get away from you, and then you're not going to like be able to use your playbook that you're like trying to set.
yeah. I definitely did. The offense gave like they didn't help the defense out any because they just were making mistake after mistake
Yeah.
and keeping the defense out there, making the defense have to defend short fields, and it's just bad at that point. One thing I will say, the injuries on the offensive line did not help any because it was like the injuries are just piling up on the offensive line.
Okay, well,
Um,
so we had Robert Hunt, Austin Corbett, Damian Lewis. We had Brady Christensen now.
mhm.
Taylor Moton went out. Chandler Zavala is on IR. Cade Mays was hurt at a specific point. Like, we literally, there's just all the injuries, and we're still able to put a squad out.
Yeah,
It's
it just
actually
started piling up. Yeah.
it's a it's a tenacity. I'm like, that's kind of the heroic quality this team has.
Yeah, it just got away from I do think the one thing I do want to say, Rico Dowdle should be getting most of the carries. I mean, I like Chuba, but at this point, Rico is just running better than him at this
All
point,
right,
and
so I
he should
think
be
we have to
getting
have a conversation about this because
yeah,
it's hard to somebody like Chuba. He's the consummate professional. Like, he's everything you want in a player. And then we bring in Rico. Really, everybody knows it's so Jonathan Brooks can get better. And then it's a 1-year contract. And he comes in and balls out even better than he's ever balled out on the Cowboys. It's like,
yeah.
because Chuba's a team captain. No, don't say bye, Chuba. Don't say bye, Chuba. She's being silly. She's echoing the sentiment on the online. But really, it's like there's no reason for it to be anything other at this point than Rico running the ball. 100% if it need be. If it need
Yeah,
be. Like,
yeah,
just whatever he can give. Like, because he is at a point where he is at his peak physical and mental and spiritual, whatever he's doing, he's running like crazy. Like, like
Yeah,
he's ready to go. And whatever he is, like, this is the moment. It's not like, overall, like the job is his, but like he's gotta let this ride, dog. He's about to have some insanity. Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You can just tell
that's
it's
why
a
he
big
deserves.
difference. Yeah, it's a big difference between the two right now. I think when you look at Chuba, look like he running like in quicksand, and and then like when you see Rico, he's just like looking
Well,
like
Chuba's good. Chuba's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He's still dealing with the calf
I think yeah,
injury.
that's what I'm saying. He's dealing with the injury. It seems like he's
Yeah,
taking a while to get his rhythm back. So I'm just saying,
because calf
just
is
lean on
hard.
Rico
Yeah,
more. Yeah, lean on Rico more until
especially
Chuba's
when
able to
like
get his team back.
Chuba, especially when Chuba is like dealing with his injury, trying to get back to himself, and Rico
Yeah,
is like the best freaking shape of his life. So like
yeah,
it's the opposite. Like you're on two different sides of like the like spectrum at the moment. So just let Rico cook while you can.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I I guess one of the other bright spots I guess was T Mac looked good. I thought T Mac looked good in the game.
Almost 100 yards, 7 receptions. Yeah.
Yeah. Jalen Coker, he caught a few balls, so he's starting to get back into form, round into form a little bit.
And
Seems to be
there was
getting more
that
comfortable.
touchdown that I was talking about too, that he almost
Yeah.
had, Andy Dalton almost had if he didn't trip over himself.
Uh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, overall, it's just a tough game for the Panthers. But I mean, they're still 500. I mean, in the playoff hunt still. I mean, it's
That's what I
just
think. Like honestly, I'm looking at the bigger picture, and I think because I was able to be with like Jenna's family and not, this was the first game I really did not want to go, but Jenna's sister had been working on this. She's in 8th grade and she's working on like this play, and I've helped her work on it before. And I'm like, I have to go. And it happened to be on Sunday at 1. So I'm like, there's no way I can miss that, you know? So I was not looking. I'm glad that I didn't look at it directly. I feel like if I was sitting here alone at home, I would have been way more angry. And then there, I was just proud and happy. So it made me like, and then it made me get a picture of the larger portrait of what's going on, and we're still in a good position. We're still at 500. We have 2 games against the Buccaneers, so we control our destiny. Like if we could beat other teams, it's just about what do we do week after week, and the other teams in our own division aren't even doing great. Like look at the
yeah.
Saints. Look at their bench rattler. The Falcons are just the Falcons. I'm not going to get into Twitter beef online. All right, I know the Falcons fans are very against us online, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I feel comfortable about the Panthers' general direction, especially once Bryce comes back.
Yeah. Speaking of Bryce, have they given any updates on him or just
Yeah, there
saying
was an
anything?
update on Monday. They said he was gonna come back on Wednesday and like test his ankle or something. Like the fact that I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be fine. Maybe they might even say questionable on Wednesday or something, but I think he's gonna be able to play against the Packers. Um,
Yeah.
Especially considering how Andy played. Like,
I know. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
this is
tough.
real playoff football time, you know.
Hmm.
So we got to get our stuff together. But I think he's going to be fine.
That's good. That's good news to hear. And I think the Panthers fan probably have gotten gained a new appreciation for Bryce watching Andy Dalton out there. I
Yeah,
mean, just a major difference between the two. I mean,
it's
like I
true.
said, the outer structure, and then the
And people
it's
were
the
saying
stuff
it was
that
a soft benching.
like what is wrong with these people?
You're delusional. It's like how people are with politics. Like they're so online, they just are so delusional with what the real world is. Like,
It's crazy to think about. It's just crazy
yeah,
to think about. But yep, we'll be monitoring what the Panthers do going forward. The Packers, they play the Packers next week, so that should be a good test
yeah,
for them.
that is a big
Um,
test, and especially if Bryce can play.
yeah, we all hope Bryce will be playing because it will be better for our viewing purposes.
It
But
would be.
you know, especially with all the injuries on the offensive line. And then we just want to see Bryce, out there because we love watching him play and putting it out there. I mean, Jalen Coker, he's getting back into form. We got to see him. His chemistry with Jalen Coker is already one of the best on the team. So
Oh, him and Jalen Coker is going to be like early Adam Thielen. Like, I feel like he's the perfect person to replace Adam Thielen, which is why his injury was so devastating.
yeah, this is like definitely bad timing for sure.
It's horrible timing. We didn't even get to see a taste of it.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you, man?
Going
What about your team? Yeah, there's some good stuff going on around the league.
yeah, on a much I would say I guess brighter note, the Colts moved to 8-1. Best record in the NFL.
Crazy.
38-14 win over the
Who would
Titans.
have thought? Not me. Like
Not me
that
either,
meme.
but I'm
That,
enjoying the ride. I'm
that
enjoying the
meme.
journey.
That meme with Paul Rudd. Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah, it's been a great ride. I mean, one best record in the league, 4-game winning streak. I mean, right now you could probably make the argument that the Colts have been the best team through 8 weeks, the most consistent team through 8 weeks. I mean, they're leading the NFL in scoring and point margins. They have a point margin of 14.5 a game. Their wins,
Yeah.
14.5. And then the point differential plus 116 after week 8, which is the best in the league. The next team is the Chiefs at plus 83. So I mean, this just goes to show how good they're playing right now. But I like it. Like I said, going into this game, I mean, I already knew what the offense could do. I knew because the offense they've shown up every week, pretty much done their thing. But I really wanted to keep my eye on the defense. The Titans aren't the best offensive team, so I'm like, we should have success against the Titans. I know I wanted to see, how the pass rush would do because we've been saying they need to do a better job of finishing plays. I thought they did
Right.
that in this game for the most part. They got
Yeah.
pressure on them, finishing plays. Yep, more sacks. I think it was like 5 different dudes with sacks in this game. Um, at least one sack in this game. Kenny Moore, Latu had a sack. DeForest
Well, that's
Buckner.
good. That's good for him, dog. I was cheering for him since Washington State.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the secondary is still iffy just because. Well, it's really when we play man coverage. When we play man coverage, that's when teams beat us because it's because our DBs are injured, like our best DBs, like Davis Ward is still out. Jalen Jones is still out. So we struggle, when we play man coverage. When we play zone, we'll play much better. But that's when they were able to get those crossing routes and be able to get some type of, explosive plays in that,
How are your linebackers?
area.
How is the linebacking core?
Linebackers aren't as good in coverage. They're better against stuff in the run and being in the run game.
Okay.
But I mean, they make plays in critical times. I mean, even though they do allow a lot of, I mean, they
That's
might
what's
allow some
typical.
easy
That's
access
what's
throws,
typical.
but mhm,
That's what's typical about today's NFL. You definitely need linebackers that, like, for certain, you need linebackers that will stuff the run. Number one, and then it's hard to find people when that's a necessity to also be all like athletic and good in coverage.
yeah, yeah. One thing
A
I
lot
think I
more
will say about
three
the line,
four.
yeah,
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I said one thing I will say about our linebackers after they allow like a big play, they tend to make plays like later, like
Okay.
when it's time to like actually stop them. Like if they're in a red zone or in a critical third down, about to get in scoring range, they're like the have a pass deflection or you know be at the right place at the right time to stop a dude.
Right.
So that I will say that they do show up when we need them exactly, even though they allow some explosive plays from now and then.
Yeah.
So the defense overall, I mean, it's been pretty good. I mean, like I said, we've had to actually have a turnover in each game this year, which is great, and we lead the league in
Incredible.
turnover differential in the league at +8. So, I mean, I think I said earlier in the season that needs to be a team that forces a lot of turnovers, just because at times the secondary can be beat. So that's why I know I like to expect and see from the defense, and
Yeah.
they pretty much shown that. Um, Offensively, we continue to be a machine. I
Yeah.
mean, we,
Wild.
I
With Daniel
mean,
Jones, Daniel James the third.
yeah, Daniel
Indiana
Jones.
Jones, I suppose.
Another clean game for him, 21 to 29, 272 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um, I like that. I think they said it. I think it's been 6 out of the 8 games he hasn't had a turnover. So that's really good for Daniel Jones because, like I said in the past, very turnover prone. That was one of his weaknesses, and he's
Yeah.
been taking care of the ball this year. So that's been really good. Offensive line has been amazing. I mean, Pittman had a great game. He had 8 catches for 95 yards,
Dude, I have him
and a
in
touchdown.
fantasy. I love him. I love him.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, he's been playing well. And the way the offense is it's kind of like equal opportunity because everybody gets involved, everybody contributes. Like we had Josh Downs and Alec Pierce and Tyler
Yeah, Alec
Warren all
Pierce
had
does
good
a great job
games.
as well. I think Shane
Yeah.
Steichen. Okay, could you explain a little bit about Shane Steichen's offense and what you think
Mhm.
he does well with the personnel that he has?
I think he does a great job of just using them like to their strengths. Like Alec Pierce, we know he's a deep threat guy. He likes to get down the field, so he puts him in those situations. I
Position to
think,
succeed.
yeah, yeah, like Pittman and Josh Downs. Like, I mean, Josh Downs, he does a lot of choice routes. Those routes that he can just like get in and out. Like he has that quick release, and then he's able to route people up. He has good, use of his,
Yeah,
route running, and he's just moving around,
yeah, and
getting open.
he's a great like X receiver too. Like Pittman is
Absolutely.
like the most. He was almost like he reminds me of DJ Moore when he was on the Panthers. Like no one talks about him, but he's good. You know.
Yeah, man. And Pittman, yeah, he does everything. I mean, you can move him around. Same with Josh Downs. You can move him around and play him in different roles. So you can use him different ways. And then Tyler Warren, he just became even like a cheat code kind of for the Colts because they can just use him in so many ways in the backfield. I think there was like this one graphic where they showed like him in different formations, how they use them, like line up at running back and then tight end and motioning them up. And like I said, like the way he's Shane Steichen, the one thing he does is scheme. He schemes his wide receivers open so good. Like they just be wide open. Like at times, you just like, man, this dude is wide open. I mean, like nobody's even near him, and you just see him running down the field.
That's the hardest thing with like a head coach. It's so hard to like know who to hire because you can get like this antisocial dude that is like a brilliant offensive line, like Josh McDaniels, that doesn't know how to like lead a team of men, or you can get somebody that's like knows how to like harum hurrah, like Frank Reich kind of was, but like was behind on the times and offensive schemes.
Oh yeah, you've
It's
experienced.
crazy
I
the
have
range.
experienced
There's
him too.
so many variables, dog.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, shit, Steichen, the way the marriage between like the run and pass game, he just sets the. I mean, the way he uses his run plays, it sets us the pass game so perfectly. Like the play action,
Yeah.
everything he wants to do in the pass game is set up by the run. Then Jonathan Taylor, he's having an incredible
Oh,
season. Like,
Jonathan Taylor. That Jenna has Jonathan Taylor on her fantasy team, advised by yours truly to get him. She said he's doing terrible. She was very sad.
yeah,
But he is literally murdering every expectation that I had.
I mean, he's been amazing. I mean, he only had 14 touches yesterday and had 174 total yards and 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, he does imagine if we gave him the ball more, it'd just be even more yards. But man, he's had an incredible season. There's this one graphic I wanted to show. Um, like his stats throughout the game. And like week 1, 21 touches for 98 yards. Week 2, 27 for 215 yards. 20 touches for 118 yards,
Hey, he's
22 for
getting. Hey,
96.
Soda, last chance here. You're going in the cage. He's getting yardage.
um, yeah, 20 for 86 yards and 3 tuds. 25 touches for 137 and 1 tud. 19 touches for 132 and 3 tuds. 14 touches for
Dang,
174 and three. So he's been having like a outstanding season, like one of the best
that's
seasons
like
we've seen from a
MVP
running back
almost.
in a while, for sure. Like he's putting up those type of numbers. Like he leads the league in touchdowns and carries and
No, I could
yards
tell.
and
I could tell. Like that's why I was telling Jenna to draft him. Like why I advised it, and why I'm so happy that she did. She got Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor because I was like draft based off of talent. Like
yeah.
when you're getting at these premium positions, it can always change with a lot of things, but you can always have talent to depend on,
Yeah.
And so that's why I always say draft. Take youngins, take this to your next fantasy draft. Talent over situation.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's just having an incredible year. I mean, he leads the NFL with 366 yards, rushing yards after missed tackles. So, I mean, like he's over 5 yards per carry. Um, like I said, he's just putting himself in like with the great names of great running backs we've seen. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
like
no.
in position as like with like the past like MVP running backs, like they have similar numbers like 8 games through. Like some of the like Sean Alexander, Adrian
Oh yeah.
Peterson, Marshall Falk, and
He's showing
Daniel Tallinson.
what he's shown the capacity to do in previous seasons. He's shown when he was unhealthy, everybody kind of slept on him, and he came back and he was a little rocky, and then he ended the season the way he always looked, like an
Yeah,
athletic freak that he is. Like
I mean he.
I don't
I
know.
mean he's
Honestly,
a
it wasn't even that like complicated to me. I was saying, no, you could draft Jonathan Taylor, take Jonathan Taylor.
dude's been incredible. I mean, to be able to be that like as big as he is and be able to move like the way he does, I mean, it's just like smooth. It's so like
And he's
it's like
sturdy. He has that Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley type of build where he has that
yeah,
athleticism and control with the explosiveness at the same time. It's just
absolutely.
like packed in explosiveness. It's not like it doesn't slow him down, like
Yeah.
Xavier Leggett. You got to start it up like a lawnmower.
Oh my goodness. Please don't get me started on Jay Leggett, man. I don't
Yeah,
know. But yeah, I mean, he's been tremendous in this run for us. I mean, he's been leading the way. Definitely should be in the MVP conversation. We will talk about that in
yeah,
a few minutes.
yeah.
Um, but man, like I think this one thing. Let me see. I had this one graphic, this other graphic right here. Um, like it says, like most NFL rushing touchdowns through in the first 75 career games. He's fourth on that list. He's seeing what some of these great running backs, Earl Campbell,
Wow.
Adrian Peterson, Emmett Smith, Daniel
Wow, that's
Tomlinson.
actually incredible. Look at that. Look at these names. It's not just guys that were good for a season or two either.
These are dudes. These are Hall of Fame running backs right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, to be in that type of company, the way he's playing, I mean, he's just playing incredible football right now. I mean, and he should. I mean, he should get his just due. You know what I'm saying? We should be talking about him like he's been like one of the best players in the league because he's playing that way. But that's just the type of season he's been having, man. But I think the question I want to ask, um, should should Jonathan Taylor be in the MVP conversation right now? I mean, should
Yeah, I think they need to change what MVP means or like add a different award or something because now it just means best quarterback. You
yeah,
know, that's the only thing it means. And there's been a lot of crazy, like Cooper Cup 2021, like the running backs, Saquon, Derrick Henry,
I had
like
a crazy year last year. Yeah,
yeah, like that all were worthy of truly, if it meant most valuable player, if you sat down and looked at their offense and what each player contributed per team, what was the most per capita that produced
yep,
wins? That's it would not always be the quarterback like it is now. So I do think they should, look at somebody like a Jonathan Taylor. I think they should change what it means to be an MVP. Like if it's the most valuable player, it should be analytically based off of like something at least close to objective. We can have storylines and stuff too,
yeah,
but but it has to be close to objective. It can't just be best quarterback unless like
yeah,
you break every record. Like unless you're
exactly.
right. Unless you're a running back that literally doubles the existing record, like
Yeah.
you know,
And I think right now Jonathan Taylor is like on track. I think I saw like have like 29 touchdowns, like total touchdowns this year. So because he
wild.
already has like 14, 12 rushing touchdowns, which leads the league, and then 14 total already through 8
Hannah
weeks.
knows
So
that with Jonathan Taylor. What do you have? 30 points? this past week. 37 points. Wow.
I mean, he's been ridiculous. I mean, I think he's had what 3 touchdowns in like 5 games already, like 5 different games this year. I
Crazy.
mean, and think about it though. I mean, it's just incredible what we've been seeing, and like he's probably gonna go. He's gonna have close to 2,000 yards, and then he's probably gonna have over 20 touchdowns, obviously. So, and there's not hasn't been like an outlier like quarterback like playing this like outstanding football, like putting up crazy numbers like this
Yeah.
year so far. I mean, we had like Patrick Mahomes is starting to come along. Like I said, Drake May is playing well. You got, I mean, guys like
Very
Josh
well.
Allen's always,
Yeah.
yeah, Josh Allen's always going to be in the conversation. Like I said, I think Matthew Stafford probably be in there a little bit, but I think Jalen Hurts is probably going to start coming in there as they continue to win and put up numbers. But it's just like it's not. It hasn't been anybody that just like has blown the conversation out of proportion, like what Jonathan Taylor just shouldn't be in there. But the way the quarterbacks have
It's
been playing, I
hard
feel
to
like
tell too until there's a narrative about and they're all taking into account like who's gonna advance into the Super Bowl, into the playoffs. So until there's a narrative about who's gonna win,
yeah,
that's when the voters start being like, okay, who's valuable to the winning teams.
yeah,
So
I
I think you'll have a shot if the Colts continue the way they are. Like, but it will have to take them like not they can't look at the position. It'll be like purely because he did such an amazing job and that there's no other quarterbacks.
yeah, yeah. I think he's probably gonna have to. He might have to break a record, man. He might have to break the record or something for them to like
Yeah,
actually
right.
change their
Rush
mind to
for
like
two,
do it.
rush for 2K and 20 tutties or something.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's gonna have to be something like that because, I mean, but his case is great because the Colts 8-1. I mean, best offense in the league. I mean, scoring like most points. I mean, he's leading the team. Like, think about it. We didn't think the Colts offense was going to be this good, and he's probably the main reason why. If you take Jonathan Taylor off the Colts, I don't think that this offense would look nearly as good because they would have that threat back there in the backfield. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? With Daniel Jones. So, and then I mean, he's helped Daniel Jones look like a quality quarterback. That just count for something, right?
Hey,
Especially when we was expecting him
it's
to look
working
like
right now. Who knows? It's always year to year with these kickers and quarterbacks.
yeah, but it's been like really good as far as like what he's been doing for the team and what we've seen from them. And I'm enjoying the ride, man. I'm enjoying the ride. Um, I think that's it. The Colts they play the Steelers next week, so that should be a decent game. I mean, the
Oh
Steelers defense
yeah.
is terrible, so I mean, I said the offense continues to look good. But we'll see what happens in that game. Um, but it's any given Sunday, so you can't go into any Sunday thinking you're
That's
gonna
the
win.
thing. You never know.
Yeah, and with the Colts playing so well, we should expect to get everybody's best shot at this point too. So, but yeah, now we're gonna just look around the league a little bit. It was a lot of blowouts in week 8. I feel like the AFC, I mean, they beat up on the NFC, man. I think they said it was the most blowouts like on a Sunday since 1970 or something crazy like that.
Hey, that makes me
Like
feel better about the Panthers.
a lot of teams like took some L's on Sunday. It was some I
And the
mean,
Falcons too. That makes me feel substantially better.
yeah, like look at these scores. Like the Falcons lost 34-10. The Bears they lost 30-16. The Browns lost 32-13. The Saints lost 23-3. The Cowboys got beat 44-24.
Now
Giants got
that
beat 30
that's
to
a very
20.
interesting one. Yeah, the Broncos beating the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
yeah. I mean, it was a lot of interesting games. I mean, surprisingly, the closest game was the Jets Bengals game, which is
By 1 point, yeah.
yeah, like which you wouldn't expect because the way the Jets have been playing, their offense has been god awful for the last 2 or 3 weeks before this game.
I feel
and
so
they
bad for the Bengals, dude. They have so many like amazing generational pieces. They went to a Super Bowl and they're very good. And whatever it is, I don't know if it's like their owners being cheap or the injuries, but like
yeah
they're being relegated to the bottom of the barrel. I'm like, damn, dog, you're throwing it all away.
yeah. And they got to regroup in the all season, get a defense and get offensive line because that's what troubles them the most. But yeah, man, a
Yeah, they
lot of
weren't even
games
going to
like
pay
that.
homeboy, the defensive end,
Oh
white
yeah,
dude, Trey
Trey
Hendricks. Yeah,
Henderson, right? Yeah.
yeah,
He's been injured a lot this year too. So I mean,
that's true.
so it's been interesting. But yeah, man, a lot of blowouts on Sunday. Um, and let's just it's interesting. But of course, like if you look at these games, like you just see like the AFC teams beating up on the NFC teams, like the Broncos. Like think about it, the Cowboys. They're probably like one of the teams that you think might be in position. Well, playoff contender. Let's put it like that. A team that might be
Yeah.
fighting for one of those last wild card spots. Broncos beat them by 20. I mean, Texans they beat up on the
What do you make of this?
49ers.
I mean, what do you make of this? It's like it's difficult to really make anything of it.
Yeah, I'm saying that like I just feel like the AFC. What I'm getting at here is the AFC is deeper than the NFC as far as like the good teams. I think like the
Oh,
NFC,
certainly. I would much rather be on the NFC. Like if I'm trying to get into the playoffs.
like the NFC, this feels like it's a little like I would say like more open. Like as far as like the last few spots, like you have like the top teams like the Eagles, the Lions, the Rams, but and I guess the
The
Buccaneers at this point.
Rams keep continuously being like right on the cusp of like making a statement. They keep almost beating the team that goes to the Super Bowl, you know.
Yeah. Like look at the standings right here. Like you see Green Bay, number 1 seed, Philly, Tampa Bay,
Yep.
Seattle, Detroit. You got the Rams in San Francisco, but right there, the Bears are right there. The Panthers are right there. I mean, the Cowboys. Look at these teams. Like these teams, like even Washington, they only got 4 losses. It's like these teams are all still in the hunt. Look how many teams that is. That's 13 teams that's in the hunt right there. You know what I'm saying? That has a
Yeah.
chance to could still get one of those like wild card spots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Oh, that gives
it's a
me
lot of
hype about being like a Panthers fan. Like, hey, any given Sunday, you know.
any given Sunday, man. But are there any like which of the top 7 would you say there's a team that you probably is like would you say is the biggest concern as far as like maybe falling out like that top 7 or like who would you think will fall out? Like who's more?
My hope is the Buccaneers because the Panthers catch up. We beat them at home and away.
I mean, they got
But
2 opportunities, right? Yeah.
exactly. But besides them, uh, well, we're gonna play number one, the Packers, this upcoming weekend. I think the Packers are an incredible team, and we're gonna play them in Green Bay. I think it's gonna be a challenge, but if we can overcome the things that we spoke about earlier, just those key moments, then we have a shot.
Yep.
I think Seattle is a very good team with Sam Darnold, Detroit, Los Angeles, San Francisco. They all have their merits. I think at a certain point, injuries are going to come into place because look at San Francisco; they're like hanging on by a thread.
Not really.
Um,
I mean, literally though, because everybody's injured on their team. It feels like.
yeah,
Like I mean,
we just took
yeah, they
homeboy
barely
from
hanging
their
on.
we just took homeboy from their practice squad too, Gibson, and he's on our
Uh,
active roster, and he played like because all of their defensive ends were hurt, and we brought him in. I'm guessing maybe he can help us. Maybe it's to talk about San Francisco. Maybe it'll be a
yeah,
win-win. But
yeah,
yeah. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
yeah. I'd probably say San Francisco probably the most vulnerable at this point, just because of the injuries and but they do have an easy schedule. I mean, I guess we're so-called easy schedule, but
Yeah,
I think at this point, like the teams, like I feel like these teams are so close. Like I said, Chicago, I'm kind of iffy on them. I feel like they. I don't know if I don't trust. I don't
We
really
need to
trust
see
them as much.
more. We need to see more
Yeah,
from them to know
their
what they're
offense
really
is
doing.
concerning. Like it's
And yeah, I think I don't know about Caleb Williams. He certainly has substantially better like physical tools than Bryce. I'm not arguing that because some people on Bears Twitter seem like they say things like that. nobody argues that. But I do think he's erratic as a passer, and
yeah,
it leads to a lot of turnovers so far, at least. And I don't know how good of he is of a leader because he's kind of seems like an asshole. I'm not gonna lie, like as a human being, like as a person.
he's a little arrogant. I would say arrogant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
arrogant. I'll
the
put it
way he
like yeah, exactly.
yeah the way he carries himself is a little like you know you might be better than you really are. Really, because I mean
Yeah, in a way that's not a good way to lead people. You know.
it's like okay, I get it. But I want you to show it on the field at some point. I mean, you're the number one pick. We want to see some, consistency. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, you was getting all this hype. I mean, there's credible people in the media saying y'all was gonna be a playoff team last year, and I mean, he was just gonna be the next
And
coming
they're
of
on the
whoever.
cuff. And And they're on the cuff. And also, I think Ben Johnson is doing a tremendous job. Like, I
Yeah,
really do. I think he's doing an incredible job, like a smash job. I don't know. I think Caleb Williams, I don't know what he is. I don't think he's a good leader, but I don't know what
yeah.
he is. Like, he almost reminds me of Jay Cutler, actually. Like, he
Mm,
has these tools, but also these issues, and he's not a good leader.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
yeah. That's kind
I
of
definitely see that.
it just came to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's Jay Cutler on the same team too.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he plays. I don't know if he's processing it as he should be. Like just take what the defense is giving you. I think he kind of wants to do the flash plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Make the hard throws. I mean, just take what the defense is giving you and like don't hold the ball as long as you do. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the Bears are the Bears, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Dallas. I mean, their defense completely sucks. I mean, Dallas. That's what hurts Dallas more than anything. Their defense. I mean,
you know what they
it's
should
bad.
trade for before the deadline? I think their team would be substantially better if they had a pass rusher, specifically a young pass rusher,
Oh
maybe
yeah,
one coming out
yeah,
of a.
yeah.
If only there was a
You
top pass rusher that.
if only there was a pass rusher that used to be on their team. I mean, oh my goodness, what was his name? Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones. Do you know who he is? Do you remember?
Oh no! They need to
Or are
run
you thinking
stuff.
about
I
somebody
don't
else?
know.
Or do you still think you need to focus on stopping the run? That's what he told
Yeah,
us. The
that's
explanation was
exactly. They need to stop the run. That's the first and
we're gonna be
foremost.
outstanding at stopping the run.
Yeah,
But I saw a bunch of dudes break runs yesterday, but that's neither here or there. Let's just say, but yeah, their defense completely sucks. I mean,
yeah.
Atlanta, we don't know what is going on with them. I mean, the injuries are
I
like I said.
am personally loving their downfall. I'm sorry to say. I'm not like one of the people that I see online that are like take like joy out of people's like suffering. I'm not like that. But with
Yeah,
Atlanta in particular, they really come at us in a way that makes it feel good when they lose, especially when we lose the same week and a
yeah.
team that we beat.
Atlanta, there seem to be a team that plays well at home and plays bad on the road.
Hey, that's us too.
That's, yeah. So I don't know what to say exactly about them. They're inconsistent. I mean, we don't know what we're gonna get from week to week. So we'll see what
Yo, who
happens.
do you think is going
Minnesota,
to? I was going to
but
say a quarterback from Minnesota. Who do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be JJ McCarthy?
I mean, I guess it is at this point. Carson Wentz is out for the season.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. I
So you
mean,
think he's going to be? I mean, they were. I don't know if they were like soft benching him. This high ankle sprain has been going on for
he's been
weeks,
out for weeks. He's been out for weeks. Yeah.
longer
I
than
don't know.
they anticipated,
Yeah,
or like
I
on
don't
paper
know.
anticipated. People are saying it's a soft benching.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. We don't know. I mean, at this point, I mean, they let Sam Darnold go to experiment on Sam Darnold. I mean, JJ McCarthy. So you might as well go through it. You got to see what you got, right? So you might as well go ahead and go with him. I mean, you got no other choice
That's
at
what
this
I would
point.
do.
Yeah. They got tremendous weapons. I mean, my goodness, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson,
Hey, if
like I
you're a
said,
young
Aaron
quarterback,
Jones, Jordan Mason.
that's the best core you want. If you're a young quarterback, all these weapons.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, and a great play call. So yeah,
Oh,
so
Kevin O'Connell's incredible. I'm jealous of them, dude. To be honest, I think Kevin O'Connell's one of the best like head coaches and offensive minds in the league.
absolutely, absolutely. Washington, I don't know really know what to make of them just because they've been so inconsistent and then they have a lot of injuries. Like Jaden Daniels has been in and out the lineup, so I don't know what to make of them really.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
hard
guess
to
we have to
know at that
see.
point.
Yeah,
That's the difficult point because it's just they're not healthy enough to know like what they
yeah,
really truly are. And they're still 3-4, and like everybody is freaking 3-4, 4-4,
yeah. That's what I'm
5
saying. Like it's
5
so
like
tight. It's
yeah,
so
dog.
tight.
It's hard to know who's who.
It is crazy right now in the NFC. I mean, we gonna just keep watching and see what's gonna happen. I mean, like I said, it's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. I mean, we're midway through the season, so we had to do a little
Yeah,
check
that's why you have
in,
to be an
look at the
actual
standings.
football fan to watch it now. Like you have to actually like watch the tape and be like, okay, these are the problems with this offense or this defense, rather than just be like, oh, it was 50-0. That other zero team sucks. That's how casuals will be. I'll be like, well, it's
Yeah,
not that simple, but
yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's look at the AFC real quick and see what they're looking like. The Colts at the top, 7-1. Patriots 6-2. Broncos 6-2. I mean
wow.
Steelers,
And
Buffalo.
a lot of good teams on that bottom half. The Bengals, the Ravens, even the Dolphins a couple years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Some teams,
The
interesting teams.
Texans.
The Texans feel like they're trending up. I feel like they've been playing better football lately. The Texans, the offense seems to be playing better.
Yeah, I could imagine. I
Um,
feel like the Texans are one of those teams similar to the Panthers that, like, if they can like get over that next hump, because CJ Stroud's a great quarterback as well.
yeah. And then what helps the Texans is their defense is so good, man. Their defense keeps them in games, so gives them a chance to like compete in every game just because of how good their defense is. Probably
Will
one of
Anderson
the
is
best
great.
defense in the league. Will Anderson's awesome. Um, they still got what's his name? I forget his name off the top. I'm blanking right now, but they got a really good secondary. Then Neil Hunter, like yeah, he's really good too on the other edge, like the other
Oh
edge there.
yeah,
So
that's right. Came from Minnesota.
yeah, so I mean they got a really good defense. So it keeps them in games. It's allowed the offense to get their bearings under them. Like I said, I think the Texans were still dealing with injuries. Of course, I think Nico Collins has been out a little bit. So
Yeah,
as they get their offense going, and then I mean their running backs have been up and down, haven't been consistent. But I mean they're an interesting team to look at. Like I said, I mean the Jaguars are right there. I mean we don't know what they're going to do. They're so inconsistent. We don't know what they expect from them from week to week.
just seeing
They
all
have
these teams, like looking at their individual logos, I'm flooded with different thoughts with each one. When I see the Patriots, I'm thinking of their strengths, and the Jaguars and the Texans and the Bengals, and it's like really any one of these teams can make a run. Like,
yeah, yeah. I like the Ravens winning. I mean, the fact that the Ravens won yesterday against the Bears without Lamar, I think that bodes well for them.
and now
Um,
Lamar's back.
yeah, he's back now. So I mean, the defense played extremely well. I thought. I mean, so the fact that the defense looked pretty good, and then the offense, was able to do that. I mean, they finally got Derrick Henry the ball more, which is always a good recipe for success
Ideal.
with football. So I mean, Lamar, he's been out. I felt when he comes back, I hope if he's healthy, man, they can do some things for sure.
Yeah.
Um, with the Jaguars, man. But I saw it might be open to trading Brian Thomas. I definitely don't think they should do that, but
That
I
would be
mean,
very dumb for them to do. People are saying that. I don't know how accurate that is. Like, people are reporting it and people are like speculating. But if they did do that, that would be one of the dumbest things they could possibly do.
yeah, I mean, a lot of teams will want him, boy. I mean, everybody it'd be so many teams after him if
People
they
give a
were.
first round pick for him,
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I know he's going through his struggles. Like he's had a few drops over the last couple of weeks or whatever. But
and
the
people are
talent,
the
the
big
talent is
struggle.
there.
The big struggle that I'm really hearing is that it's the a fact of effort. Like his heart's not in it. Like it's like they have
Mhm.
to try to get him riled up to get him to go. You know, but you saw it his rookie year, so we know it's possible. Like
I
and the
mean, yeah,
physical
it's in him.
tools and the physical tools are like undeniable.
It's in him for sure. You see the Chiefs right there. They've been like I think they've won how many games? Like 4 or 5 games straight. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in a real good
Yeah,
run right now. I mean,
they were the same thing as the Panthers a couple weeks ago. I think we were both 4-3.
yeah. So they're on the. I mean, they're trending up. I mean, I mean the way the offense looks, it looks incredible right now. I mean, Pat Mahomes looked like his old self, looking like this feels easy. It feels like I mean when they come on the field, it's like fear comes into you. You know what I'm saying? Because
you just
because
you don't
because the
know where they're
offense
gonna hit you.
because the offense, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
got so many
and
weapons,
now
so
Rasheed Rice is
talented.
back.
Oh my goodness, Rasheed's out there and Xavier Worthy and Taquan Thornton, Travis Kelsey and
And the
Hollywood
crazy thing is,
Brown.
Patrick Mahomes, when he's good, like he can get it to anybody. But like when he has actual talent and he has good offensive line, how did everybody allow the Chiefs to get such a good team? Is my question. Even when they're bad, I'm like, they're 5-3, and it's like foregone conclusion. 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were like around the Panthers, like they went on the same winning streak that the Panthers
Yeah,
went on.
people were panicking a little bit. People were panicking. They didn't
In
know
my
what to
mind,
expect.
I was like, they're good. They're fine.
Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
No,
It'll be okay.
seriously. It'll be annoying, but I know it's gonna happen.
The Colts play the Chiefs in a few weeks. I can't wait for that matchup just to see where we are. I mean, that's gonna be an incredible
I
matchup.
think that'll be the single most yardstick for the Chiefs, or for not for the Chiefs, well against the Chiefs for the Colts.
Absolutely, absolutely, and could be a good game for seeding too as well because the
Yeah,
Colts they want home court. I mean, home field advantage. I mean, they're in good shape right now, but you want to continue to build towards that. The Chargers, we don't know. I mean, a lot of injuries, a lot of different things going on with the Chargers. I mean, but Justin Herbert, I mean, he's been still doing his thing, spreading the ball around. I mean, they got a lot of good weapons. I mean, Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnson's played well this year. Keenan Allen has been a revelation for him. I don't know. He was just, I mean, he was a free agent and just came in and this is, this
it's
his
crazy how
chemistry with.
people throw players away. Just like we gave, well, technically, the Minnesota Vikings gave us a fourth round pick for Adam Thielen, and now he's not doing anything for Minnesota. But for us, he was like so.
I know he wishes he's back in Carolina. I know he wishes he's back. I
His
know.
wife doesn't. But honestly, I'm happy for them if they're happy in Minnesota because they were good. They're good people. Like if they just
You
wanted to
can't be
be there.
happy playing with what's his name, Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy. They ain't even giving him the ball.
Well, my hope is he was just like ready to go back home and set his roots for like the future.
He must have been because he must have assessed that good. They didn't let him go up there and visit just to see if JJ McCarthy could throw him the ball like when they was in like
No,
shorts
they
or
didn't
something. Like
check
let me
any
see if
of
this
that.
dude could throw me a ball real quick.
They
Oh
didn't see none of
nah, I
that.
can't
No,
come
no.
here. You get back on the phone with your agent. You
Oh,
like nah, man. You like nah, I can't come. I can't come here. This dude can't even throw me the ball.
no, that was a part of the contract. They had to be like, no, you can't do that until you come here.
Hey,
All right,
it's
Adam, have a good time.
oh goodness, yeah. But the Bills, I mean, they're good. I mean, obviously, Josh Allen. You know what they bring offensively, defensively. We don't know exactly. Like I know, like they've been like I think they have like the worst rushing defense in the league. I saw that like going into yesterday, well
Yeah.
Sunday, whenever that was Sunday. So that's something they're gonna have to address. Um, I still think they need another receiver. I will always see that. So if Brian Thomas is available, I think they should go get that. But they
Wow, could
definitely need
you
a
imagine?
receiver.
That would be like
That'll
Patrick
be
Mahomes
cheating, really.
getting. I know it'd be like Patrick Mahomes getting like Xavier Worthy or one of those receivers that'd
Yeah,
make him like a completely different team.
that would be crazy. But yeah, the Bills need a receiver because their receivers are. You're not. I mean, they don't. They're not a threat to you. Like I said, like even yesterday, like even when they played the Panthers on Sunday, like they didn't have like the Panthers coverage was really good. Like the secondary played well in that game. The
That's
Panthers
the thing
secondary.
that makes me like I'm like I feel frustrated because of the outcome and I want to cheer for it, but like it makes me feel good seeing like we played well enough. Like it was just key plays here and there that like led to a larger outcome than it actually was. And then once you're trailing from behind by 30 points, it's hard to have a real game plan, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, the Bills they don't have nobody that can stretch the field. I don't think, like I said, they don't. Nobody that threatens you as a to get make explosive plays as a receiver. I mean, it's just difficult for them. So I think that's something they got to address if they want to go far. If they still have Super Bowl aspirations, obviously they do. So if they want to overcome that hump, like I said, the Chiefs and Colts, those are two teams that can. I mean, they can score against anybody. They can move the ball against anybody. So you're gonna have
Yeah.
to put up points to beat those teams. And the Patriots too. So the Patriots, I mean, Patriots already beat the Bills this year. They already shown that they can compete with the Bills. So it's like,
Man, I share the sentiment of like people saying like, "Oh, how did the Patriots have another good quarterback?" But like, man, Drake May is so likable. He's such a good dude, and also he's from North Carolina, and I just want. And he
absolutely,
went to Myers Park. Like he's from
yep.
Charlotte. Like I'm like,
When the UNC,
nah,
yeah, I
I'm
love it. I
rooting
love it.
for. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for
Man,
him. I
Drake,
can't just because it's the Patriots. I can't root against him. I'm rooting for him.
yeah. Yeah, he's making me root for the Patriots. I've never rooted for the Patriots in my life, but
That's what
because
I'm
it's Drake
saying,
May,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
just because it's Drake May, I'm rooting for him just because of that. I mean, he's been playing it so well, exceptionally well. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, he like that. People are saying like he has the best deep ball thrower in the league right now. He's been throwing the best deep ball in the league right now. So,
Oh,
but he's
incredible.
been
That's
playing
the part
so
that makes me
well.
sad because I just know Bryce doesn't have that throw power strength. Not that like he can't do it, he can when he's at a full stable base, but like he
Hmm.
can't do it like with the flick of the wrist as he's falling down and he'll never be able to, you know. Like it makes me sad when I see Drake May do just all kinds of crazy like breaking physics motions. I'm like, dang,
Absolutely.
I love you, Bryce, but that would be awesome to have a quarterback that could do that.
I mean, he just makes it look so easy. He just goes there and just flicks his wrist and it's all the
I
way
mean,
down the field.
he's got that farm boy strength, dog.
Yeah, it's incredible. But yeah, let's see who else. The Steelers, like their deep Steelers, I think their defense is what most concerns me. Um, they just allow a lot of points. I mean, they're just not playing well enough right now. But like I
I mean,
said,
the
I
fact that they're
mean,
still 4-3, they just consistently do it, man. Honestly, with Mike Tomlin, he's never below 500. Like,
every year he's up. Every year he's getting 500 at least, at least.
exactly.
I mean, he coaches them well enough so they get to that. They gonna be in every game. They gonna compete every week. They're gonna play hard. They're gonna do They're gonna play smart. They might. I mean, some games they're gonna lose because they're not as talented, or I mean, their units might not be as good as they should be. But they gonna play. Be ready every week to play.
Oh,
So
exactly. The coaching's gonna get them, or else they're gonna get a butt whooping when they get home.
for sure.
We do not care. It's a
Oh
little Mike
man.
Tomlin joke.
The Broncos, man, they're trending in the right direction. I mean, the offense is starting to come along. Like early in the season, we were talking about Bo Nix not looking as good or as sharp as he was last year. I mean, but now he's starting to last couple games he's starting to pick it up. He's starting to look more like he was last year. Running the offense in an efficient way. I mean, because Sean Payton, one of the better offensive minds in the league, so he's gonna have a good game plan for you to execute. So it's for you to go out there and execute it. But he's starting to do that. Um,
Yeah.
like I said,
I mean, these are just great offensive minds in the AFC. I mean, you look at Sean Steichen, you look at even having great quarterbacks like Drake May with the Patriots, and then Sean Payton, and then Mike Tomlin, even another great quarterback, Josh Allen. Then you have, of course, Justin Herbert and Coach from Stanford and
Harbaugh, Harbaugh,
the brother, yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh,
Just
yeah,
so
yeah,
many great offensive lines in the minds in the AFC, and now you even have like budding minds like Liam Cohen for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and of course with the Bengals, you always have it. With the Texans, you have something with whatever CJ Stroud can be. His rookie year, he showed he can be something. So we'll
yeah,
see if that turns into something. And then you even lower down, you have guys like Kevin Stefanski with the Browns and Mike McDonald. There's so many minds in this AFC. I feel like Mike McDaniels. I feel like there's so much potential that the records right now don't even fully illustrate what it could be. Like
yeah.
anybody can pop up at any time.
I mean, yeah, there's so many talented teams, and like I said, it's like a you don't know who's gonna be there. You don't know. I mean, you probably have a good idea. The Colts are probably gonna make the playoffs at this point just because they're seven
Yeah,
and
oh,
one.
they're good. Oh, yeah, they better. You don't
But
want
as
like
far
a
as it,
collapse like the Bears had a few years ago, like a
yeah,
decade
yeah,
ago.
but other than that, like it's pretty much up for grabs. I mean, these divisions are so close, like the AFC West and the AFC East, and obviously the AFC North. So those are conferences that I mean divisions that are up for grabs. So it's gonna be very tight race. It's gonna be critical. I mean, these games are so important going
Well,
forward.
it complicates things so much when you see the Ravens and the Bengals and the Texans all down, and then teams like the Broncos and the Patriots and the Colts all up. Like
Yeah,
it's like okay, it's a completely different dynamic. We're all good now. Even if you do get your footing, like it'll be difficult to beat us, you know.
absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And while we're here, I mean, when do you think we see Shador Sanders? Do we see him soon, or because
I hope
I
so,
don't know if you're
dude.
going.
I saw on
I don't
Twitter
know.
people were talking about they were saying he's not going to be on the field until Stefanski's out as a head coach because he just doesn't like him. That's what people were saying.
I know I saw something where he wasn't even like they weren't getting him like reps or something in practice or something crazy like that. I think I saw something like that.
Really,
And but yeah, I'm like, how can you not watch Dylan Gabriel and say like, man, we got to give at least Shador a chance with the way Dylan Gabriel is out here playing. I mean, he's out there throwing hospital balls and
I
stuff. So
genuinely think they just don't like Shador, and I'm not saying like oh they're racist. I just think like Shador's a
yeah,
very I'd followed Buffalo football for a little bit. He's a very specific kind of person. He has a very
yeah,
specific personality in the way that he carries himself. Like, I can see if you don't really know him, like that you'd be like, that dude's an asshole. So
man,
I feel like they're not trying to like if if they're coaching for their jobs, put him in charge of the team because they just don't think he has the leadership capacity. Maybe that's a hypothesis.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But that I mean, it was good to see. Good to see. Looking at the standings, where the league is at right now, where these teams are all, where they're going and where they're at, and what may or may not happen. All right, but next we're gonna get into some of our fantasy standouts and disappointments. John, how's your fantasy team do this week? What were your standouts, disappointments?
My
Who-
fantasy
eh,
team actually did fantastic this week. And I have to
Nice.
say, my number one standout, because I've been talking about him for a couple of weeks, and I've talked about him when he has not been doing well. But Chase Brown, thank you. You did something for me this week. He helped
Man,
me
he's so much better.
He propelled me to victory. Yeah. Chase Brown was somebody that helped me out substantially. Um, uh, T Mac did not look bad. I also had Teteroa McMillan. So even though the Panthers didn't do well, there was some positive direction. Even Jalen Coker, who I have also in my picks up team, on the bench, I've been waiting to unleash the Coke. He's on the upward trajectory, and I think my team just did enough. My teams in general just did enough to succeed. And in picks up one of the leagues we're in, I was like 0-5, and now
Mhm.
I'm 3-5. So I'm getting better.
Yeah. Any other standouts or any disappointments?
No, not that I can think of. Maybe they'll come to my head as you talk about yours. Yeah.
I would say for standouts, Kamani Vidal
Oh,
from
the running back
Chargers.
with the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. I mean, ever since Amari Hampton's been out, he stepped up and stepped in and just played well for him. I mean, he's been the bell cow. He's put up good points winners, good production. So I'm very excited with the way he's playing right now until Amarian comes back. But until Amarian comes back, I keep producing. I like what I'm seeing. Khalil Shakir also has been playing well for me. Becoming, Josh Allen's top option, top weapon. They don't have many receivers. That's doing anything. Keon Coleman is kind of struggling. So, and then they don't really. Don
Coleman is so
Kincaid is
interesting.
kind
I
of
feel
stunning.
like I feel like Keon Coleman could be successful in a different offense. It's so weird to see him on the Bills. I feel as though if somebody made him like their number one target and they had like an old fashioned offense that had like required an X receiver, he would be successful. Like,
Well, I think the thing is they want him to be their top receiver. You know what I'm saying? And I feel
yeah.
like he'd be more like a better like complimentary receiver. Someone like if they
He
had
would be
someone to
so much
take.
better in the slot, which
Yeah,
is
like if they
wild
had
because
someone that could just take the top off the defense, like someone like that, and he can just do like the other little things. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
wild because people think of like big X receivers, like stereotypical X receivers like Teteroa McMillan as like outside boundary guys. But like even looking at Teteroa McMillan, who's another one of my fantasy guys that did well, like even looking at that, he can do a great job and does successfully a great job in the slot just because of his route running ability and his body. Like it doesn't need to be like the old fashioned, like the big strong man is on the out and then you run straight, And so it's fun to like mess with people. Look at the Rams with Sean McVay. Who was their top receiver? Their slot guy, Cooper Cup. Like,
Right.
and then the way they move Puka Nakua, and they don't have a real X. Now they do with Devontae. And how fun is that? But like it's just that there's the rules of the NFL are different than they were 10 years ago.
Absolutely. And the one thing you said about route running, I think that's something that Keon Coleman needs to get better at his route running because he isn't the
Yeah.
greatest route runner either. So the type of routes he can run or what they can use him to do is limited because his route running ability isn't that great. So that also limits him in that area as well. So there's something
Yeah.
to think about that. But man, Tucker Craft has been really good for me as well. Tucker Craft, tight end for the Packers. Um, him and Jordan Love have tremendous chemistry. I mean, he was going crazy against the Steelers the other night. He was running people over. He was like he had these long after the yards out of the catch, like a lot of catches off the yards at the catch last week. So that was good. But yeah, he's a key target in their offense. You know what I'm saying? And so he's someone that's been producing for him really good. As far as like disappointments, Bill Ja'Cory Crosscut Mary, he's been disappointing me.
Oh, dude, I went
Um,
against you. That's right. 2.5 points. Sorry about that.
yeah, it's been tough. I don't know. I guess Washington doesn't trust him right now to be like the bell cow or to be, to be the the top back in their room. So until then, I don't think he's going to do anything. I mean, he has shown flashes. We've seen glimpses of what he can do, but it just hasn't been consistent. Haven't been giving him the touches. And I guess he hasn't been showing them that he can do what they need him to do to be successful. So he's been bad. I mean, he hasn't produced for me. Um, man, when I think about some of these other dudes, um, like I said, like the injuries are really hurting me because like Michael Pennis was out last week, Drake London was out. I mean, those were some key dudes that I needed last week. Shoot, I
Hmm.
think I think even Baker Mayfield had a bad week last week, so that didn't help out at all. Jordan Mason, he's been a disappointment. He had like a few weeks where he was going on playing
The
well,
number
and now
one
he's
guy.
just struggling.
Yeah, and he was the number one guy when Aaron Jones was out.
Yeah, Aaron Jones coming back definitely hurts his production, so that's something to be
Yeah.
looking at. I'm looking at this. I don't know why, but I picked up Andy Dalton in one of my leagues, and he had a negative .9. Like that's just
Are you
bad.
serious? As his
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah,
overall, that's hilarious.
yeah. That is crazy right
I'm
now.
sorry, Andy. I'm sorry, man. Like he's such a good guy to have in the locker room. Can you just be the mascot and not actually play like backup?
Just be the
just,
mascot.
just be like in the background, like cheering guys on, and like giving your
Yeah,
little like wisdom. Not little wisdom. I'm not diminishing it, but like give her wisdom, but don't actually play.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that probably sums up my disappointments and standouts this week. Um, Justin Fields had a bounce back week though. He did have a bounce back week. Maybe his job is saved. We don't.
I was hoping for it too. And when I saw the other dude was Tyron was gonna be out, I was
Yeah.
like, all
So
right,
we'll see about that.
it's your time. It's your time to shine, Justin. It's
I mean, this is your opportunity, man. Your
your last
opportunity.
one, maybe, in all
Last
likelihood.
one, probably. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But that I think sums up our fantasy standouts and disappointments. Hopefully our players can bounce back that, disappointed us this week and we continue to get more standouts.
Hey, I will appreciate the win streak.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Going into week 9, which is crazy to think about. We're already in week 9. I mean, the weeks are just flying by. I mean,
That's
it's
like
been
halfway through, dude. That's
halfway through
wild.
the season already. Already.
That's
I mean,
wild.
it's wild to think about. I mean, it's good to know that if see where your teams are at. I mean, to know that the Colts are eight
There's
and one
still
and you know who your team is. Yep. But
yeah. The fact that the Panthers are still in it, and of course, like for you, it must be like, ah, yeah.
yeah, like this, like complete joy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Excitement. Yeah, for sure. But going into week 9, one thing you're looking forward to is as far as the Panthers go, seeing what you want to see from them this week, going to next week.
I think that's kind of the thing. I just want to be in it. I want to be like only one team wins the Super Bowl, Like I just want to each week there's like something to root for. I don't want to be again after like year after year after year after year being late in the season thinking about a draft pick.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's just like I'm excited because some kid that's in college right now might be the reason we're not horrible. Like, you
It's
know,
good that you're now looking at like a mock draft right now.
exactly, dude. That's why I'm like, I just want to continue on that trajectory. And that's where I'm pushing hard for us to beat the Packers. That would be a great upset win. And I think I'm not saying we're favored to do so or that we're likely to do so, but I think we have the capacity to do so. And if we do, it would energize the season going forward,
Yeah, for
especially a win
sure.
against the Packers.
That would be great. That would be great. I mean, hopefully Bryce is back. hopefully the
Oh, this is in this visualization. It's him being back. I don't imagine it if if he's not.
if that
Not gonna lie, I can't
if he's
even
not
dream.
back, it's,
I can't even dream
if
of that scenario.
if he's not back, we got to find another play to go to, huh? Like, is there
Yeah,
another play that we can go to
maybe Hendon
during
Hooker.
the game? Yeah, for sure. But as far as the Colts going, one thing I'm looking forward to, I mean, just continuing to to play well. I mean, offensively, I expect us to continue to play well, be one of the better offenses in the league, continue to execute the game plan at a high level.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones, he's been done such a great job operating the offense, getting us into like what we need to get into, staying ahead of the sticks. Um, I think this week he had a couple possessions where he did hold the ball a little longer than he usually did, but he's not doing that, as much. So that's good to see. I mean,
yeah,
so but also just, protecting the football, sticking to the game plan, giving it to Jonathan Taylor much as we can.
yeah.
Riding the hot hand, you know what I'm saying, and then just be able to spread around to our receivers.
And Daniel
Defense,
Jones has that athleticism too, so it's like he can do things, but it's better to be a threat like than it is to like utilize it.
yeah, for sure. Defensively, just wanting to see like, hopefully we can get our guys back soon. Some of our corners back, get more healthy in the secondary, but also just continuing to build on what we did this week as far as the pass rush, being able to get after the passer. Aaron Rodgers is an immobile quarterback at this point in his career, so keeping him
Yeah,
inside making him, feel it, what I'm saying, feel the pressure, um, making sure he's seeing bodies, you know what I'm saying, not allowing him to sit back, because he can still throw it when you let him sit back, and he can throw the ball with the best of them still to this day. So, like I said, getting pressure on him, being creative. I mean, Lou Anarumo, he's one of the best at disguising coverages and creating, how all these creative blitzes and different looks he likes to give offenses. So I know he's going to be doing that a lot this week. So I expect that. But yeah, man, just continuing to build and, be building towards something. I
I have a
mean, to be
question.
this,
I have a question for
go
you.
ahead. Yeah.
This is about the Panthers. I was thinking about it because you were talking about all these players and their attributes. Do you think, and I want to hear your opinion, do you think Bryce Young, as he is a franchise quarterback that just, asterisk, that could be a top 10 quarterback in this league? Or do you think he's more of a franchise quarterback that lacks the physical tools, might not be able to make every throw, but is so clutch and is so excellent at some specific areas that he shines his flaws?
Yeah. I don't think he can. I don't know if I'm not gonna say he might not never get there, but I don't
Yeah.
see really a top 10 quarterback right now. But I definitely think he's a franchise quarterback that can lead his team like to, have success. You know what I'm saying?
So you think
Um,
he's somebody that needs
because
a team around him to like function,
yeah,
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 and the
successful.
reason why is it's because the physical tools is just like is just the
Yeah,
physical tools, him not being having to, because we have think about the quarterbacks that are in the league that has like the physical tools. There's so many guys like they can just go above and beyond the like this, this
yeah,
the plays, just make outstanding plays out of structure and just
yeah,
make all the crazy throws and shed off tackles and
yeah.
defensive players and just like I
And
mean
what's wild is that's Bryce with like he has a special ability if he was like 6'2" rather than 5'10". You know
right
what I mean?
like
Like he has such a
yeah like
special ability.
I think Bryce's like ability. I mean, his thing is gonna be being able to beat people with his mind and with his brain, being able to process the field real fast, getting the ball out quick,
Yep.
and being able to make quick decisions, and
and
shooting
knowing
through his
where it
feet,
is and being able to fake
where to
too.
get the
He's good
ball
at
to
faking.
exactly.
I like that he like goes like and like hits at the other side.
Yeah, like that's gonna be his superpower, like being able to get to his players, like get the ball out quick and reading the field, be able to see where he needs to go with the ball, like before the play even happens. Like that's continuing to know things like that. That's gonna help him. But I
Yeah,
definitely think he
I
has the
agree.
tools because he's one of the smarter players in the league. So, but yeah, but be top 10. It's so many quarterbacks that's like, I mean, their
You know what
physical
makes me
gifts are just
happy?
out of this world.
What makes me happy, and I agree with your synopsis, with your illustration of it. But what makes me happy is he's fun to watch.
Yeah,
That's
he is. He is.
He's such a fun quarterback to watch. So it's like year after year, like only one quarterback is going to be the quarterback that takes his team to the Super Bowl and wins, you know? But
Hmm.
so many teams are watching boring quarterback play. I'm always watching some. I'm on the top of my toes with Bryce Young.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes me enjoy it more.
Because he has his own version of that. Even though he's not like the strongest or the biggest, but he has the
He
ability
just
to
has
still
good his
make out of structure
way of,
plays, make plays outside the pocket.
yeah,
Still
and
make
the way he
dynamic plays, use
flicks the
his legs
ball.
to be good. Yeah,
His arm is almost like a whip. Like he doesn't have like the strongest like muscle mass, but he's able to flick it in such a way
hmm
that kind of like purports it. And it's not always the most beautiful spiral, but it gets to where he's trying to get it to go for
absolutely,
somebody his
absolutely.
size, which is really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's like my
Absolutely.
size, like.
Yeah, yeah. I think his future is bright, man. I think if you, like I said, continue to put the right pieces around him, and I mean, you have the right coach, and then the defense continues to step up. I mean, he can do some things, man. The more experience he gets, like he's going to continue to get better for sure, for sure. I believe in him. I think his character helps out too. Him being a leader and someone that the team can gravitate to, and that helps out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, man. We're looking forward to another great week of football. I think the Chiefs Bills play this week too, so that should be a great game. In addition to our games that we're gonna love to watch, but that should be a good game as well. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that as well, and being able to come in here and talk about great football that we've seen. And hopefully, better vibes from the Panthers.
please. If we win, I'm gonna come back delusional again.
And continue the win streak, continuing that winning vibes for the Colts, continuing that march to a home field advantage. That's what we want. Number one seed, home field advantage. That's one of our goals. That's what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? So we continue to go march towards that. So we're excited. But yeah, another good week, and let's keep it going. Um, y'all have a good week and join us in next time.
Deuces.